Hi everyone, Mrs. West here with this week's lesson. This week we're going to start some work on a Valentine's Day project. You're only going to be doing one part of the project for this week. You're going to need one piece of colored construction paper. Okay, now if you need construction paper at school, I have ones that are cut this size and they will be in the box marked third grade Valentine construction paper. Okay, so I want you to choose a color. And remember, this is a Valentine's Day project. And the other things that you will need is a piece of white paper, some scissors, some glue, and markers or crayons. Okay, we're not going to cut today, but you will need those things. Okay, so you've picked out your color. Now, maybe your color is red, maybe it's green, maybe it's blue, whatever color you want. Okay, now I want you to figure out, once you've picked your color, what part of the color wheel that comes from. Does it come from the warm side of the color wheel, red, orange, and yellow? Or does it come from the cool side of the color wheel, green, blue, or purple? Okay, if, like me, you have picked from the warm side, for the white paper, for the background, I only want you to use colors from the cool side. Okay, so I am going to pick out some cool colors from this container. No, I don't have all the cool colors in here. Okay, I can use gray if I want to, because that's in the middle. You can use black if you want to, too. Okay. Now, you can use crayons, you can use whatever. Maybe I'll even pull out some crayons, because there's a lot more blues and purples and stuff in my crayons than there are in my markers. So let's get plenty of greens. Let's get purples. Purple. Okay. I think that will do it. Okay, so now I have a lot of colors to choose from. But you can always use markers. Now, for your background, it's either going to be all warm or all cool. Maybe you want to think about some of the artists we've discussed already this year or in the past. Maybe you want to make a background that looks like a Jackson Pollock, if you remember Action Jackson, where he's very, very scribbly. This one is in mostly warm colors. Or maybe you want to think about Georgia O'Keeffe when you're doing your background. Maybe you want to make flowers. Maybe you want to make hearts. Now, Georgia used a lot of cool colors here. We're not going to count that part. Okay, so something like this would make a lovely background if you need to do cool colors. Or maybe you want to think about Jean-Michel Basquiat and you want to do some kind of wacky, colorful drawing and words in the background. I don't know if you remember this one. I think this one was called Speaking Italian. Okay, very colorful picture, lots of things going on. Maybe you want that for your background. Okay, so here's my blank piece of paper. I'm going to put the construction paper to the side because I won't need that till next week. My construction paper, again, is a warm color. So the only colors I'm going to use on this piece of paper are cool colors. So maybe I want to think about somebody like, maybe I want to think about Matisse. And maybe I want to draw some Matisse shapes in here. Okay. Whatever it is that you decide to do, I want you to make sure that there's lots of color in there and that the background is virtually filled. Okay, so I am going to make some Matisse type shapes in here, and I am going to fill them in. Now, I'm not going to fill all of them in right now because that would take me a very, very, very long time. Okay, but I'll just fill a couple of them in to show you what I'm talking about. I just want to fill in the background, and I want the background to only be in cool colors. Now, I don't want you to do it so quick and sloppy as I'm doing it now, unless, of course, you're doing Action Jackson background. That can be quick and sloppy, that's for sure. Okay, but I also want to make sure that I color in a background color, because I want this entire paper to be filled with some colors. Some bright colors that are opposite of the warm color that I'm going to use in my construction paper. So, everything in here is going to be nice and bright, and it's going to be from the opposite family of colors from what you use for the construction paper. So, like I said, I'm not going to finish this right now today. I will have it finished for you next week to show you a sample. But please remember, if you pick your construction paper color from this side, and keep in mind that pink is a warm color because it's red plus white makes pink. Okay, so that would be on the warm side. All of your blues and purples and greens would be on the cool side. So if you pick a construction sheet that is warm, you're only going to draw your background with cool colors. Okay, you can make any kind of design you like, but it must be bold and colorful and take up most of the background. Okay, I can't wait to see what your backgrounds look like. And I'm going to say ta-ta for now. Oh, remember, take a photo of your work and attach it to Google Classroom. Ta-ta.